Hey, how are you doing? It's a good day and we thank God for a gift of life, for the far He has brought our life, for what He is doing in my life and in your life also. I pray and I hope you are holding on and you're doing fine. Thank you so much for always checking to my channel and always trying to know what I'm doing and always liking, sharing and watching my clip. If you haven't subscribed, please help me by subscribing and God bless you. Thank you. You see, today we are going to talk about why you see that many people don't like taking responsibilities. Many people don't like taking responsibilities. Why is it? Why is it so? You see, why are people generally don't do not take responsibilities? So it means many people we are not responsible because maybe we are feeling some things in life and maybe the things we are going through and how we feeling. You see, we don't want to own our responsibilities. We don't want to accept our mistakes. We don't want to take up the responsibilities as human beings. You see, that's why we want to discuss why are people generally not responsible. So I've listed some few factors we're going to discuss today, and I hope you'll be blessed. Number one factor is that indecision over their success and establishment. You see, many people we wish instead of what making decision to start. For you to be a successful person in life, you need to reach a point whereby you leave the wishing part of it and start now making decision to start. Making decision now to start working on your vision, to start working on your call, working on the objectives. You see, when you are dreaming about becoming someone, you don't now start wishing of becoming that person. No. Now you make a decision. Now I am dreaming of being this person. Now you start on working on your dreams. You make a decision now for me to be a successful person, for me to be a successful woman, or for me to be a successful man. I need now to start working on my dreams, to start working on my visions. Because remember, if you just make a decision that you are going to start, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. If you are not going to make an effort of starting, it means you will not reach your destiny. And destiny is for you to reach your destiny, you need to keep on moving. You need to make a mind that now I am going to stop wishing and I am going to start working towards my goal. You see, we are not responsible because we feel maybe we are not, this is not the right time for us to start whatever we are doing. No, there's no right time for you to start. In fact, the more you keep on saying, I will start tomorrow, the more you are postponing your success. So for you to be a successful man or woman in the society, you need to reach a point whereby you tell yourself now, I have made that decision. I am going to work on my course for me to achieve my intended success. That's how it should be. You see, let's not be in a situation whereby we don't want to, we fear making decision. We fear starting these things. You see, step number two for you to why people are not responsible is lying to ourselves that we are young to take responsibilities. You see, many youths nowadays, you see, they keep on doing mistakes, but they don't want to own their mistakes. They don't want to accept that they made a mistake because they keep on lying to themselves that they are still young. There is not the right age for you to start working on your course. Remember, for you to be promoted to class 2, you need to pass class 1 marks. For you to go to class 8, you need to pass class 7 marks. For you to go to grade 3, you will have passed grade 3 marks. So so you need to come a point whereby you stop lying to yourself that you are still here. So you've made a mistake, 1, 2, 3. Someone has tried to correct you, but now you feel, you keep on telling yourself, I'm still young. I can't accept such a mistake because I'm still young. No, my friend. You own your mistake. Yes, I have failed this exam. It's not I failed because I'm too young. No, I have failed. So I'm owning my mistake. I want to grow. So it doesn't matter whether I am young, I am a grown up. No. But so long as the moment you start lying yourself that you are still too young, it means now, even if you make a mistake, you keep on lying yourself, I am young. You see, no, it reaches a point where you need to accept yourself. You need to tell yourself that you are no longer young. You need to accept what you're doing. You need to start working on your you need to start working on your visions. You need for you, because remember, for you to become a successful person in the future, you need to start as early as now. So there is no excuse that because you are still young, you don't want to take up the responsibility. If you fail tomorrow, in fact, the life you are living now is the prophecy of your life tomorrow. So the life you will be living tomorrow, you are making it now. Because what you are doing now predicts your tomorrow. If you are playing now in class, tomorrow you know the results. If you're not putting much efforts in whatever you are planning now, if you're not working on your future goals now, it means you're already predicting how your future will be like. That's what I mean. So this idea of lying to yourself that we are still young, we don't want to own the mistakes we've done. We don't want to take up the responsibilities. Yes, you made a mistake when you were young. Yes, it's not bad to do a mistake. But now you need to reach a point whereby you tell yourself, now I am accepting my mistake, taking the responsibility, and I am moving forward because I am building a great future. And there is no way I can build a great future minus accepting what I did, owning my mistake, and moving on. For God to forgive you, you need to accept what you did. Because forgiveness comes once you confess what you did to him. Then he's going now to forgive you. Because after confessing, now you receive what? Forgiveness. Until Samson now confessed of sinning, confessed of allowing Delilah to shave him, that's when his power was restored. That's when he received forgiveness. So many as confessing, there is no forgiveness. You see, we need to make decisions to succeed. If you are not going to make a decision that you want to succeed now, you are not going to succeed. So in life, we need to reach a point as young people to say, now we need to succeed. And I cannot succeed while I'm doing nothing. I need to succeed when I'm working on my course. So I have made a decision that I'm going to succeed. That's what mature people do. So maturity doesn't matter you are young, you are how. No, you just decide now you are going to succeed and you work towards your course. That's what it means. So you man up as a person or as a girl. Now you decide you're going to succeed. At any cost, you're going to succeed because you have decided. You're no longer thinking like a child. You're no longer thinking like your age, but you have decided to work on your goals. How many people have become millionaires at the age of 24? How many people have become successful people at the age of 25, at the age of 20? You are not out of it. It's just that for them, they realized their goals earlier. They started working on their goals. You see, the same thing we should do now. Let's realize what we need. Let's realize we need to be successful, and let's work on our success. Number 3, blaming others for our own irresponsibilities. You see, the moment when you've made a mistake, and instead of now blaming yourself for what you did, instead of accepting what you did now, you've made a mistake, but now instead of blaming, for example, you failed in school, instead of blaming yourself for the opportunity lost, you're blaming your parents for not paying school fees, blaming your parents for not buying the right material, blaming your parents for giving you much work at home. No, no, my friend. That you are schooling in the best school doesn't mean you'll make it in life. No. There is someone somewhere who schooled in a school which even doesn't have a name, but they made it in life. So where you are, what you are doing doesn't determine. So long as you are on the right track, you are owning your mistakes. Yes, I failed today. I accept it's fully my responsibility. I am going to make sure I am going to improve on my next exam. I am going to make it. You see, falling is part of life. But what determines now is how you are going to rise again. We are all hit by calamities in this life. We are all faced with situations where we are broken. But now, how you are going to rise again determines the giant in you. That's what life is all about. And the beauty of life is when we fall, we face challenges and we rise again. We face challenges because challenges is what strengthens us. Challenges is what keeps us going. You see, the more we are challenged, the more God gives us new tactics to fight life. The more we find new ideas of how to succeed. You see, the more you fail in business, the more you get to learn new ideas of how managing your business better. The more you learn of what you learn of new markets that you want to sell your business, your products. You see, that's how life is mindful. But now instead of you accepting the mistake that you did, now you want to blame, to transfer your responsibility to other people. You want other people to feel guilty for your own failure. You want other people to sympathize with you for failing. You want other people to accept that they are the one actually who caused you to fail. No. Yes, your parents might have contributed for your fail. But the question is, for them, they are living their own life. If only you see the age of the someone who gave birth to you, you will realize that I'm not going to stay this young forever. If you see the life of your parents now, you see their age, you see, you will not misuse your youthful. You will not misuse the resources that you have at hand. You see, someone once told me, if you see the people that who gave birth to you will realize how far you need to build in your youth, how far you need to take care in your youthful stage. You see, because at the end of life, remember, at the end of life, yes, it's good to enjoy life as a youth. Very, very good. But remember, there is tomorrow. So what you're doing now determines your future. Many times many people destroy their life at a youthful stage. Instead of now opening up their life, instead of creating networks, and instead of what building capacity at youthful stage. Because remember, at youthful stage, that's where we have enough energy to work on our life, enough energy to build on our life. So let's not blame others for any mistake. Remember, as a youth, you're going to make many mistakes in life. As a person, you're going to fail many times. Even if I am the person who contributed for your failure, never blame me for contributing on your failure, but instead blame yourself, because maybe I did my best. You needed to do also your best for you to succeed or to make it in life, but you failed. So you need to man up, accept the challenges, say that I did this by myself. I have learned my lesson the hard way. I am going to come out more stronger and stronger than they imagined. Because remember, the enemy is always happy when we are failing. The enemy is always happy when we are not making it in life. The enemy is always happy when we are still down there. But the moment we rise, the moment we pick up ourselves, the moment we collect our pieces, that's when even Jesus himself is proud of us, because he'll be like, my son is picking up himself. He's collecting his lost pieces. He's coming up to life. You see, maybe life struck you down because of this and this. Yes, I know you need that job, but what are you doing towards that need of a job? You need that job, but you have closed yourself in the house crying. You've closed yourself in the house. You'll be like, I'm no longer searching for these things. You see, the job will not come to you until you open up your mind. Yes, you need to pray, but you need also to step up. I know you are in need of a husband, you are in need of a wife, you are in need of a partner. But yes, as much as you are praying, trusting God, you are seeking God's direction. But you also need to step out. You step out, because remember, God, the person you are looking for may not come visit you in that room unless you go out sick. You go out now to start looking. You see, there's a story. There's a story I have heard of. There's a lady who used to pray every time at midnight, telling God, I need a man. God, I need a man who is going to be the husband of my youth. Then in that village, we used to have a drunkard who would always return home such a time. So the first day this man passed by, this man was single. So he heard the lady praying loud, Lord, I need a husband. Lord, bless me with a man of my own youth. So when the man heard the first time, the third time, the second time, then when the third time when this man heard, he climbed onto the house, to the house of this lady. Then he started talking in a drunkard voice. Then he said, I have heard your prayers. Tomorrow, go to this market, sit at this shop. You will meet a man wearing this shirt and this trouser, looking this way and this way. That will be your husband. You see? So the lady was like, thank you, God, you've answered my prayer. So the next day, the lady went to the market. He sat at this shop. Immediately, the time this man told him, the man appearing, appearing wearing the same color of the shirt he told him and the trousers. He told the lady. So the lady was like, wow, I have met the husband. God has sent me a man. You see? So this lady, it means this lady was also praying, but he wasn't concentrating on the voice of God. You see, the voice of the drunkard now misled her. You see, the lady end up marrying a drunkard because for her he believed God. She believed God has spoken to her. You see, that is just part of life when we decide to pray, but we are not fighting for it. You decide to pray for certain things to come, but we don't make up a decision to start working towards that thing. You pray for a successful life, but now we are not making a decision now to start working towards that successful life. We start praying for good networks in life, but we are not making an effort of building that good friendship with people. You see, that's how worse the situation can be. Number 4, the spirit of what? The spirit of the spirit of Wester. When you read Proverbs 20, chapter number 1, number 21 to 20, you'll understand more. The spirit of Wester, this is a situation whereby God has blessed you with few resources in your life, and you are not becoming responsible enough to take care of the resources that God has blessed in your custody. You see, in this world, we are just ambassadors of Christ. Whichever that we own in our hands, we are just custodian of God's resources. It doesn't mean that when you own something, when God blesses you with something now, you're going to misuse it. It bleeds me. It bleeds my heart. I bleed in my heart when I see the resources that God has entrusted with people, when people are misusing it. Yes, I know. Maybe God might have. Maybe you are praying God to bless you with a suit. You see, when I'm talking of the resources, many people think maybe the resources are cars. You see, are land, buildings. No, you are trusting God to give you a suit, yeah, or God to give you that the best dress you need as a lady or as a man. But then when God bless you with this nice suit, you see, you bought it very expensively, and now the more then you start just misusing it. You see, you're not taking care of the resources that God bless you. You see, you are trusting God for a partner. God blessed you the best partner. You see, of course, no human being is perfect. But the moment God blessed you with this partner now, you started misusing them. You got me? You started now misusing your partner because you thought maybe God wasn't aware that when He is blessing you these things, you ought to be so careful. You need to take care of these resources with full responsibility. You see, we are not responsible for the resources that God has blessed in your hand. When God blesses with me something, I am going to take care of that thing, because remember, gratitude brings another blessings. If I am not going to be grateful for what, yes, I was trusting God for these things, but God has blessed me. I was trusting God for 20,000 maybe, but currently God has blessed me with 10,000. I am going to take care of this 10,000 so that when 20,000 comes, I have mastered on how to take care of God's resources. So when people we fail in life, because we are not generally being responsible for the things that God has placed in our hands because of the spirit of Western. You see this when the devil has blessed the spirit of Western in you, you see, irrespective of how much you have, irrespective of how much you earn, irrespective of how much you are making, you'll never do something significant with it, because once it comes, the devil takes away. The devil tells you, oh, let's go do this. Let's go have fun. That's how it goes. But remember, there's a life of tomorrow. Remember, I started by saying the life you are living now determines your life tomorrow. It's a prophecy of your life tomorrow. See, if you are wasting God's resources now, are you sure God will add you more? Are you sure? Many people are blessed because they know how to take care of the resources that God has placed in their hands. Yes, I know you are trusting God for such a resources, but the question is, are you able to take care of the resources once God places them in your hands? That is the question. So once we master, we pray that this spirit of waste is not going to dominate us, then God is also going to lift us. Because remember, there is beauty when we are taking good care of the resources that are in our hands. Because remember, at the end of the day, these same resources are the ones which are building our life, are the ones which are helping us to move around, maybe are the ones which are, you see. So let's take care of the resources that God has placed in your hands, irrespective of how much big or small they are. If you cannot take care of small things that God has entrusted you with, are you sure you're going to take care of that much bigger things that He's about to bless you with? You see, sorry, when God wants to bless us, He starts by testing us with a few blessings, Once you master how to take care of the few blessings that God has blessed you with, then He's going to open His hands. He's going to open the windows and doors of heaven. He's going to shower you with the blessings that you need. But for many of us, we are like, I don't need this, but God has blessed you with this. I know maybe you needed 1,000 at the moment for you to be fine, but God has blessed you with 500 in that day. Don't complain. Thank God. So what I'm meaning is that let's, as young generation, let's learn how to take responsibilities of a mistake. Because if you are not going to take responsibility of your mistake, then remember you are doing it at the expense of your success. But if you are going to own your mistake, take responsibility of your mistake, remember you are doing it for your own success. Because if you accept you are wrong, then you accept that I'm going to work better. I'm going to work better so that once I know better, I know how to do better. So you are doing it for the benefit of yourself, because once you succeed, you're going to enjoy the God's blessings alone. That's the beauty of life. That's how the life works. That's how even God Himself works. Thank you so much for watching this. And before we leave, I will leave you with this. There is no tree, no matter how well you water or fertilize it, that will become a giant oak tree in one day. No single tree, no matter how well you water or fertilize it, that will become a giant oak tree in one day. No. So success, you need to work on your success day in, day out. It's not that when you start today, you will become success in the evening. When you start today, you will become success the next day. No. Success is a continuous process that you need to work towards your success daily. Every day, you are working on how to perfect yourself for your own future tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and always being my good follower. God bless you, and I love you.